Spain celebrates a royal love story, the engagement of Princess Leonor and Prince Christian. A nation expects tradition, a monarchy guards its secrets. But today, Spain's future queen breaks the silence. An engagement hidden from the public eye is revealed at last. And nothing about this royal love story is what you think it is. Spain wakes to church bells echoing over ancient plazas, the kind of sound usually reserved for national holidays or coronations. Crowds gather outside the royal palace in Madrid, waving flags and roses, waiting for a glimpse of the young woman who has captured the heart of an entire country. Princess Leonor, the poised heir to the Spanish throne, steps onto a balcony with a smile that speaks of joy, change, and something the world had only guessed at until now. In a voice steady yet emotional, she confirms what many had whispered: she is engaged. The name that follows is not merely another courtier or aristocrat but Prince Christian of Denmark, a figure who has long appeared beside her at public events without explanation. The crowd roars, a surge of emotion rising from the square like a wave. How did this begin? And why was it kept hidden so long? The story starts quietly, years earlier, when Leonor was still in school and Christian was only a boy shadowing his parents at state occasions. At a cultural exchange in Madrid, their eyes met across a crowded hall of diplomats and schoolchildren. They spoke briefly, just two teenagers making polite conversation. Yet, as insiders later revealed, something passed between them, a spark of recognition, of shared duty and private longing for normalcy. That night, Leonor wrote in her diary about the tall boy with kind eyes. Christian reportedly asked his mother, Crown Princess Mary, about the Spanish girl who didn't seem like a princess at all. From then on, their meetings were arranged under the guise of educational programs, royal conferences, and charity galas. Each time, cameras caught only formal smiles, but behind closed doors letters were exchanged, calls were made, and a friendship deepened into something more. At first, it was a gentle defiance of protocol. Then it became an unspoken promise. Why the secrecy? Senior palace officials hint at political caution. The Spanish monarchy, still healing from past scandals, wanted no hint of impulsive romance. Denmark, too, preferred silence until Christian had finished his studies. But friends of the couple tell a more human story. Two young people simply wanted a chance to grow together without the glare of worldwide speculation. When did it change? Insiders point to a summer retreat in Majorca, where Leonor invited Christian to sail with her family. King Felipe and Queen Letizia reportedly saw how naturally Christian blended into their private world. For the first time, photographs emerged of them laughing together on deck, yet the official statement called him a guest of the Crown Princess of Denmark. Those who knew smiled at the understatement. Months later, a small ceremony took place in the gardens of Zarzuela Palace. No cameras, only family, a few confidants, and an exchange of quiet vows to the future. It was not a formal engagement then, more a mutual understanding sealed with a family heirloom ring passed down from Queen Sofia. Even now, royal historians note how unusual it is for an heir apparent to form such a bond without public acknowledgement. Fast forward to today. The engagement is official. The Spanish press prints special editions. Danish papers run headlines in bold type. Across Europe, speculation turns to the wedding, the merging of two dynasties, and the symbolism of a young couple uniting Iberia and Scandinavia in an age when monarchies must fight to stay relevant. But beneath the pageantry lies a story of two individuals navigating family expectations and their own hearts. How will Queen Margrethe react? How will Spain's parliament respond to a future queen consort from Denmark? Will the wedding be a grand state affair or an intimate ceremony? Each question answered breeds a new one, drawing the audience deeper into the unfolding narrative. We are shown glimpses of the engagement ring, a sapphire surrounded by diamonds, echoing both Spanish and Danish heraldry. We hear about the private blessing given by King Felipe, said to be both proud and protective. We learn that Leonor insisted on continuing her military training even after the engagement, sending a signal that duty remains her anchor. Christian, for his part, has been preparing for a diplomatic role, learning Spanish and studying constitutional law to better understand the country he may one day serve beside his wife. Throughout the broadcast, voices of historians, palace insiders, and even classmates weave in. One recalls how Leonor once confided that she wished to marry for love but never at the cost of her responsibilities. Another remembers Christian saying he admired her discipline. Together these anecdotes form a portrait of a bond forged not in fairy tale fantasy but in shared understanding of what it means to be born into history. As the story circles back to the present moment, the crowds, the flags, the declaration from the balcony, a new curiosity emerges: what comes next? Where will the wedding be held? Which traditions will be honored or broken? How will this change the image of the Spanish monarchy for a new generation? By the final minutes, the narrative slows to show the couple leaving the balcony hand in hand, disappearing behind velvet curtains as cheers echo below. We are left with a sense not of an ending but a beginning, a royal love story stepping into the light after years in the shadows, promising not just a wedding but a reshaping of how Spain sees its future queen and how Europe watches its young royals. This is Spain's celebration. This is the engagement of Princess Leonor and Prince Christian, a union that began as a whisper and has now become a chorus heard around the world.